Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. And a lot happening tonight in the city of Pittsburgh. Bob Pompeani, along with Andrew Fillipponi, here in studio. We'll be taking your calls on the Bordas and Bordas hotline, which is 412-575-2600. You can also tweet at KDPomp, at The Pony Show. We'll begin with the Penguins. Sidney Crosby misses 2 months plus, 28 games, moves right in, number one star, 4 points. Andrew Fillipponi of The Fan, the PM Show.
What's up?
What else is new? Sidney Crosby is just Sidney Crosby. He doesn't need a game or two or a week to warm up. He's ready to go.
The guy just has a knack for when he returns from long-term injuries. Remember the first shift against the Islanders after the concussion, he scored, and he said something that I don't think I can get away with saying right here without the FCC getting involved, Bob, if you remember from that goal celebration.
I do remember that, yes.
I'm not going to do that to you, although we know we have good producers here. Look, I think they got the best team in the NHL. Maybe that's a gut reaction and a knee-jerk reaction to what we saw, but for this team to go 18-6-4 and then blow out a mediocre team, you still have Dumoulin and Schultz on the comeback trail. Crosby, Malkin playing great. John Marino would have fine. Tristan Jarry might be a Vezina Trophy finalist or favorite, Bob. And Mike Sullivan's pushed all the right buttons. So, look, being the number one seed in the Stanley Cup playoffs doesn't get you what it might get you in other sports. It's so unpredictable. Look at what happened to the Lightning last year. They got swept. But they look, to me, like the real deal.
And the reason is they're playing a different brand of hockey. They're not playing what you saw last year against the Islanders in that 4-game sweep. And I think they learned a hard lesson in that 4-game sweep. You can think you have the better team, but you better go out and do it. And they do it 200 feet now. Mike Sullivan has pushed the right buttons, as you said. And it doesn't hurt to have a goaltender like Tristan Jarry come in and push Matt Murray. And so now you have depth in goal. You have depth on defense. You mentioned those two guys who are out. All of a sudden, Riikola is playing a lot. He looks real good, like he should have a spot. Pedersen has been solid all the way through. And then John Marino comes up, and he's a top 4 guy. I don't think you could put him anywhere else but top 4. So at some point, you're going to have to make decisions.
They've got good problems, is what I would phrase them or categorize them as. They are, to me, a very buttoned-up team. They don't beat themselves like they did last year. I think you're spot on, as you often are, with your observation there with them. And I think they have a similar situation in net where if the number one guy falters, you've got Matt Murray, a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, behind him. And who else in the league has that kind of luxury, Bob?
Not many teams. And depth in goal is extremely important. We saw that back in 16 when Zadkov had to start the playoffs. They had to go through 3 goaltenders. You have Murray, Fleury. I think in the same dynamics going on here. You have Jarry, Murray, and both pushing one another. Murray knows when he gets in there, he better be on his game. If he's to get extended time, and if, this is the flip down the stretch where Murray becomes more of a guy that they count on and they know what they're going to get, he's going to have to make the most of every opportunity. We'll talk more about the Penguins, but I also have a couple of other items real quick for Andrew, and that would be number 1. Surprisingly, Luke Kuechly retires from the NFL today, 28 years of age, one of the leading tacklers, a tremendous player for the Carolina Panthers. Are you surprised?
No, 10 concussions in his career that have at least been documented, and who knows what other kind of brain trauma or head injuries he's dealt with, Bob. I think you get out while you can. He still has his, looks like he seems like a very lucid person, still has his wits about him. When you're an inside linebacker and you're a Luke Kuechly, you're involved in so many plays. Those are so many collisions. No, I respect him for getting out when he is.
I do too. I think it's the right call. He knows, and he's made enough money. And in the end, money is not as important as your health. And if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter what you have. So he knows that. Good call by him, but it's a tough loss for the Panthers because he's their leading tackler year in and year out. One other thing, Alex Cora gets fired tonight by the Boston Red Sox. Part of what we saw in Houston, all of a sudden, technology, replay, everything comes into this situation where you got cheating going on. Everyone, I've always long maintained, people do try to get an advantage. But now it's become very sophisticated. And when you cheat to this degree, Houston got rid of everybody. Alex Cora's out in Boston.
And he should be. I'm still waiting for the NFL to do the same thing with the Patriots. But, Bob, I guess we'll table that for another time and another
But
day.
you're right.
They should.
You're absolutely right, because the Patriots thing went on not just for 1 year or 2 years. It went on for almost a decade.
It went on from 01 to 07. They were warned by the NFL,
Right.
just like Major League Baseball warned the Astros. Houston didn't listen. Those guys pay for it with their job. Cora was the mastermind. And the Patriots got caught again. And we're still waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that just bugs me to no end. I think what we need now is, if I'm Rob Manfred, I sit down with Alex Cora and I would tell him, if you want to work in baseball again, you're going to give us names. And you're going to maybe be a whistleblower. Yes.
Players. You need
maybe
players,
gonna
because players carry this out.
Maybe you're going to be a whistleblower and everyone's going to think you squealed. But if you ever want to have a place in baseball, we might not have subpoena power like the government, but we need answers from you. And if he doesn't cooperate, then I think you basically ban him like Pete Rose.
Right. That's going to be interesting to see. I threw out a bold prediction for Andrew tonight. I said Neil Huntington will end up as the general manager of the Houston Astros.
And I laughed out loud.
And the reason is because he's out there. Who would have thought there'd be a vacancy in Houston right now? It's kind of late in the proceedings. He's available. Interesting stuff. Anyway, 412-575-2600 is the number. We're going to show you some Pitt highlights, and I thought they got hosed a little bit tonight in overtime. That's next right here, live on Pittsburgh CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.